Today on the channel, the winter, it is endless with the DC Multiverse, McFarlane Toys, Endless Winter, John Stewart, and Black Adam.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC McFarlane Toys unboxing and review. And today from the Endless Winter Frost King Build-A-Figure wave, we got John Stewart and Black Adam. But for all your DC Multiverse McFarlane toy needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there, and that's exactly what I did over last holiday season. Around Christmas, there was deals to be had. Some long games were played, and I got this entire wave for like 20 bucks or something ridiculous like that with my 10% off discount code Kyle, of course, and free shipping with other things in the outlet store. And there's some sleeper stuff in that outlet store from time to time. Of course, this set did not really set the world on fire, so a good discount ain't a bad thing at the end of the day. And another thing that's not a bad thing at the end of the day is the way we do these reviews. Of course, we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I guess we'll kick it off with a lantern. We'll kick it off with John Stewart, who just recently announced his return to The Daily Show on Comedy Central, I did hear. John Stewart looking a little different than I remember him, but, you know, people change over the years. You get a little grayer in the hair, and sometimes your skin tone changes. Who knows? But no, this is John Stewart, Green Lantern. For a whole generation plus, he is the Green Lantern, where my generation was more, of course, Hal Jordan, as we know, and a very small percentage, probably Guy Gardner. Get us the Guy Gardner Todd on the couch. We need that. Todd's really invested in this review. He's just sitting like this on the couch, just watching. Oh, there's going to be some surprises here for you, Todd. You just stay tuned. But looking good here, of course, Build-A-Figure pieces included. John Stewart looking only like a John Stewart could look if he was a Green Lantern, not a Daily Show host. Justice League, of course, going on the side. There it is, nothing too fun over there. 22 points of articulation. On the back, let's build that Frost King. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we get after that? Not familiar with the Frost King, but I do enjoy a Build-A-Figure, as most probably do. Most like a good Build-A-Figure. See you later. Goodbye. And can I get this off non-rookie style? Oh, perfect. See you later right off the screen. Watch out. And then, of course, we got the stand. See you later. And see you later. Oh, last stand, DC McFarlane stand. Seen it before. We'll see it again. We know how that goes. Let's read about our old friend, John Stewart. What's he up to? Real name, John Stewart. Go figure. John Stewart is a former U.S. Marine who uses his military training and discipline to protect Earth and the rest of space. Sector 2814, one of my favorite sectors, given a run for the money of 2817. That's a really good one too, but 14 in the lead for me. As a member of the intergalactic peacekeeping force known as the Green Lantern Corps, as Green Lantern John wields a power ring which creates a protective shield around him, allows him to fly, and generates hard light energy. Constructs in the form of anything he imagines. Oh, imagination. Like Imagination Land, probably from South Park, I'd imagine there. Fueled by willpower, Green Lantern's power ring is one of the mightiest weapons in the universe. In the universe! There it is. All right, plastic prison. Time for the scissors. Time for all the twist ties as I continue my twist tie pile that I am beginning in 2024. And at the end of the year, I'm going to Scrooge McDuck it. You go full Scrooge McDuck sometimes, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swim in all of this stuff. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to get the kiddie pool out, and it's going to be an adventure beyond belief. So you'll want to make sure you subscribe to both YouTube channels. You do not want to miss that video. It's going to be a powerful video is what it is. It might change lives. It really could. Could change a live or two. We'll see what ends up happening there. And what do we got going on? There we go. And, uh-oh, one left. Can I pull it out? No, he's locked at the leg. What are we doing, John Stewart? You must free you, and he's caught up in the articulation. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. We're going to stick this right off to the side here for a second. And now we do get the Frost King stuff. Like I said, we'll talk about him when the time does come. And that time is not now. That time is not now. Twist ties for days. Going to get all these in my pile. Got my little collector over here. There we go. All right, let's get down to business with John Stewart. Completing a little bit of a Green Lantern collection on my shelf from DC Multiverse line. I think I have all the Green Lanterns at this point. I believe I do, and I think we've reviewed them all on the channel as well. But we do get the two big swords here. So, of course, he's using his imagination and his ring. And those powers combined, you get two big old knives. I guess swords, technically. I don't know. Translucent green looking interesting, no doubt about it. I'd be a little bit more imaginative. I'd have something a little crazier than this. Almost looks like two butcher knives, kind of long-ended butcher knives. Is what it is at the end of the day. So, yeah, there you go. But now we're diving into old John Stewart here. What's old John up to? Now, he looks like a classic Lantern character, of course. Got the black and green attack going on. Always a great color combination. Reminds me of the old Oakland A's road uniforms. They had those special uniforms for a while. Not going to commit to being a full-on A's fan with John Stewart yet, but he's probably dangerously close. Got the big lantern in the chest, of course. Got a hole in his back. Not sure what that's for. Probably reused from another figure. But you got the forearm guards here in green, the gloves in green, the black suit. You got the green kind of over the top vest, and then, of course, green boots as well. Articulation does go all the way around. You do got a little butterfly action there. A little loose there, but a little up and down action. Never hurt anybody. Bicep cut, of course. Double jointed elbows. Very, very tight. Man, this feels a little bit quality. And we've talked in the past about how McFarlane's quality back in like 2022 era. A little bit iffy. He really stepped it up in 2023. You did. I got to call it out, that's for sure. But this is kind of the iffy times. This feels a little iffy in the articulation. A little messy is what it feels like to me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just this copy. I'm not sure. Hands back and forth, side to side. He does got the ring in here, but you'd barely notice unless you look for it. It should be more prominent. It should be kind of out there for us. I'd like to see that. Now, we do got a hula hoop at the top. Of course, head up and down, side to side. Plenty of movement out of that head. Big old splits if you do need them. Leg does go up. Double jointed knees. No boot cut, but you do get ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. And then the Todd McFarlane from the couch. Toe articulation. Todd, wiggle your toes. I want to see your toe articulation. Oh, that jokester. Wiggling those toes like a madman over there. He loves it. But John Stewart looking okay. Getting down to the head. Very short hair. Very mad, stoic expression on his face. Not a lot of personality in this John Stewart. I like a little personality in my Lanterns. This one, a little bit plain Jane, I will say, as far as all things are considered right here. We're going to put him on the McFarlane stand. What do you know? He's taking his last stand. He's standing right there. So, John Stewart, a little iffy. I think they will redo this one eventually. We'll see if it's any better. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But now we're going to turn our attention over to Black Adam. Black Adam, no stranger. We got a page puncher of this, very similar. And then we got the Rock movie, multiple Black Adams of that one. Well, now we got this one here. More Frost King action inside, of course. Looking interesting. 22 points of articulation. Justice League, Endless Winter. DC Multiverse, and on the back, the old Frost King once again, cross-sell down below. We're unboxing all these. Of course, we're going to have one more video on the channel, probably tomorrow, where we're going to build the Frost King and do the final reviews of the other two figures. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss that and see how the Frost King and everything else nets out. But can I get it out? There we go. Got to whip it out sometimes. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. And can I get the card out? Oh, once again, a winner. Bam, off the screen. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got to get the DC McFarlane stand. Come on. Oh, batting 1,000 here. See you later. Goodbye. Just crushing it. Killing it today is what I'm doing. Bam. See you later off the screen. DC stand. Seen it before. We'll see it again. But now we got the Black Adam card. Real name, Teth Adam. All good old Teth. Centuries ago, the same wizard that granted Billy Batson the power of Shazam bestowed mystical powers upon a pure of heart youth in ancient Egypt. But when the boy tried to share his power to save his dying uncle, his uncle stole it and became the legendary supervillain known as Black Adam. Black Adam has the same magical abilities as superhero nemesis Shazam, but Adam's powers come from the Egyptian gods. Shu grants him stamina, Heru speed, Amon strength, Zutu wisdom, Aton power, and Men, courage. Black Adam can also fly and is virtually invincible. So, watch out for Black Adam. Don't want to meet him in a deranged alley, that's for sure. But there he is in the old plastic prison. And once again, got twist ties for days. We got millions of twist ties. I've seen a million twist ties, and I've rocked them all like a young Bon Jovi. Not my favorite Bon Jovi, of course. But he gets around. He gets around like a young Beach Boys is what Bon Jovi does. We're going to cut him out. Cut him out. Maybe the last one's always the toughest. It's always the toughest twist tie along the way. Oh, we got some effect pieces, which, shockingly enough, can you believe these twist ties are also locked in here? My goodness, what are we doing? There we go. There we go. Maybe. Oh my gosh, another one locked in. This is just out of control. Todd giggling right there, wiggling his toes. He's just wiggling his toes on the end of the couch and just giggling away. He thinks it's funny. The joke's on me, really, at the end of the day. There we go. Oh, twist ties going everywhere. See you later. Oh, the carpet, too. I need every one of these twist ties if I'm going to jump in the pool with them. I'm going to need every single one. So let's go. We got that going on. There we go. Scissors away. Frost King legs. Oh, it's getting frosty here. Like a young Van Halen there. Stay frosty there. Ole Ice Cream Man. Watch out for him, of course. All right, now we're getting down to business here. We got 2 effect pieces, of course, go over his hand. I think we've seen these before. I just can't remember off the top of my head where we saw these. But the hands go right in there, and you're ready to go with some effect pieces here. Now, this is Black Adam, quite the powerful guy, as we read on the card. Of course, Black Adam movie, comic books, all that kind of stuff. We've seen him in action. He's a guy you don't really want to mess with. And it definitely looks interesting. It's weird when I think of Black Adam in this day and age. I always think of The Rock after watching that movie. So this feels a little bit different. But this guy looks a little bit more Egyptian maybe than The Rock did. But a very cool suit here. I like Shazam's suit. Always thought it was pretty cool. But this one, basically the same thing but in black, is pretty awesome. No doubt about it. And he's got 2 Fists of Fury. You know I'm here for that, Todd. Love a good Fist of Fury. And we got that going on. Looking very, very nice. And of course the big Thunderbolt in the front. And then very Aquaman-like on the suit. It's got kind of that Aquaman feel, I always do call it. The black and gold attack going on. The Terry Steinbach shin guards, you can't beat those, of course. Articulation going to be identical to John Stewart, even down to the wiggly toes of Todd McFarlane and the toe articulation. We're here for that one. Very, very good, but boy, his fists are pretty big. He's got some big old fists on here. They are a little bit out of proportion to the rest of his body, but maybe he has big fists. Who knows? Who knows? Some big old ham bones, as The Undertaker would call them. But the skin tone looking very good here, but there's a little darkness around the eyes here. I guess that gives him a little evil personality. Very short hair, little sideburns. 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose and a mouth. Look at that. He's playing very human-like hits. There's no doubt there. But that's about it. That's Shazam, or Shazam. Now I'm getting confused myself. This is Black Adam. But looking good for what it is. I don't know what he did with the Frost King, or if there's relation, or if he was just kind of thrown in the story here. But he's definitely an interesting character. And like I said, we've had many of him over the last couple of years, be it the Page Puncher line, the DC Multiverse line, or the Multiverse movie line for Black Adam. But not a bad figure. Not the greatest, and I could say the same thing about John Stewart. They're 2 okay figures, and this is kind of the end of the dark days for McFarlane. Who knows? The dark days could return. They have before, Todd. They probably will again. But 2023, pretty strong year for McFarlane for the most part. Some of this earlier 2023, late 2022 stuff, a little bit iffy from time to time, including these 2. But it is what it is. That's what I'm going to put it at. And we got to build the Frost King, so we'll do that in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But let me know your thoughts right here. You here for these 2? You going to pick these 2 up? Long game? The long game's past. It's the extra long game at this point. But let me know your thoughts on these 2 in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon, including early access to videos like this. Bonus content, Q&As, giveaways, you name it. All going on over there at the old Patreon. And Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can also sign up to be a free member of the Patreon now. Link in the description down below. And of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for John Stewart and Black Adam, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.